whenever I've tried to film videos before about preparing for auditions, I've tried to film along for the process, for the lead up to going to my in-person auditions, but I don't feel like that works as a video because I don't think anyone wants to get my stress, and it just wouldn't be a good calming influence, and it wouldn't be a nice video to watch either. It'd just be a bit stressful. So I thought I'd just film talking you through what I pack, how I emotionally prepare for an audition, and what I would wear and all of that kind of stuff. So timestamps for it will be in the description. And before we start, please subscribe because I would really appreciate that. I would be very grateful. I keep having this thing as well where I lose and gain a subscriber in the same day, so I'm not actually really growing. So please could you subscribe? I would really appreciate it. So now let's get into it. So first I'm going to go through what I pack, and I'm going to put it at a list down the side here, I think, so then you can like screenshot it, and unfortunately you will have my face big on it unless I move my face out the way, but you know, I'm going to try and make it easy for you to have. So also I might have forgotten stuff, I don't know, but this is like the key things that I think I would bring. I'm just going to list it off quickly. A spare jumper or layers in case it's cold, water, paper and pen in case you need to write anything down, a script, a spare script without all of your notes on if you don't want, like, my notes are really weird when I prepare for an audition, so no one needs that in case anyone needs to borrow a script. Dance shoes, if it's a theatre one and you think you might need to dance, it's just best to have them really. Deodorant, spray, and I like to have a specific spray for like my audition so I smell like an audition, which is a bit weird, but it just gets that focus in me and it's just something I like to do. So yeah, there's that. And lip balm in case you need to top up your lip balm. You don't want to be getting a dry mouth. And then speaking of lip balm, I wanted to talk a bit about like what I try and look like and what I would wear. So I would say that I try and avoid having the kind of like red tones of lips like this, because I think sometimes you just want to look like you could play any kind of character and you just want to look really neutral. And yeah, so I would try and wear natural makeup. I prefer to wear makeup than no makeup because that's just what I do on a day-to-day basis. And I prefer to do it where you kind of emphasise your facial features but not like really bold eyeshadow or anything. So they can just like see your facial features, so like your facial expressions will be more clear. And I would also put my hair up for first round so they can see my full face, and also put it up if it's like a younger role because you got to adapt what kind of audition it is. But then I would have it down if it's like a later audition, they've already seen me with my hair up and I'm looking to have variety instead of trying to look consistent. I might put my hair down like this. Like I went to an audition earlier this afternoon, it's now the evening, and the problem with having your hair down is that it was raining and now my hair was alright before and now it's not. So that's something to keep in mind about the weather, because, and also always dress in case there's going to be a lot of movement, because you never know if you're going to be doing a really physical warm-up or you might have to be doing dance, so it's just best to prepare. And I know it's really difficult to find what to wear because like one audition I went to, I wore no makeup because it was meant to be a really younger one, and then there was someone there wearing full makeup and it made me feel even more uncomfortable in myself. But also I don't want to be too like dressed down in like dance clothes if no one else is. So it's a hard one, but always make sure that you would be able to move in whatever you're wearing just in case. And then on the day, if it's really far away, I like to get there a few hours early, really settle in. And I sometimes like to go to a coffee shop and get coffee, so like the caffeine will really boost my energy, so I'll be able to give even more because auditions can be really long. And I also like to do some acting work and make sure that I've acted on the day. I usually act every single day anyway, but I just like to make sure that I've done work, not necessarily cramming and overdoing the piece that I might have to do for the audition, but just doing a bit on my class or on any other monologue I'm working on, or just to kind of get my mind working in the acting thing, so it's not just like a shock and I'm acting for the first time that day in the audition. And then when I go to the audition, I like to breathe when I'm feeling a bit nervous. It's usually when I'm walking to the audition I start to feel really nervous. So I like to breathe in for 7 counts, breathe out for 11, and just really do a lot of deep breathing and focus on what I want to do and be like, I want to listen and really react to other people, and I don't want to be put off by what anyone else is doing, because at the end of the day I'm there to give a truthful performance. I'm not going to be intimidated by anyone. I'm going to use their energy and their skills and bounce off it to make myself do better, but I'm not going to try and overdo anything or do, like, you know, when you go too much to the point that it's not even real. I'm not going to let anyone else distract me or make me feel bad about myself, because otherwise that's when you start to like close off into yourself. If you're like, oh, everyone else is better than me, that's not the energy we want, and that's what I will be telling myself. And then I think it's important to know what you like to do before an audition and to try out, because some people don't like to talk to anyone, but I like to talk to everyone. I like to be best friends with everyone there. I like to be so comfortable with everyone, so then when we're acting I'm the most comfortable I can be around these people, so I know I can just really push myself and it will be a really supportive environment. So that's what I prefer, but you might not like that, and you've got to respect as well that everyone will have a different method of preparing, and you've got to respect that they've got to do what's best for them. So that's a quick rundown of my practical advice, practical tips for doing an audition. So I hope that's helped, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Thank you, bye.